So now the flow of the this webinar is going to be same, where you need to go through the entire webinar that is going to deliver by Koustubh, and then you need to answer the question which is going to ask by Koustubh. And then second thing, you need to take a screenshot, put it on LinkedIn, tag us in Koustubh and me also on the LinkedIn, share your insight. What is your keynote after attending this session? And one more thing, this time we are adding is basically you can drop down in the comment also what is the next topic on that you want us to coming up for the next webinar. Along with that, we'll be announcing our next batch so that you can simply go ahead and we'll continue on our discussion at the end of the webinar also. So I'll hand over on this note to Kosto. He can start from his topic and then give the idea over there. Feel free to add your comments in the chat section. We are happy to answer, and also we'll be taking your complete Q&A at the end of the session also. So yeah, Kosto, handing over to you.
Thank you so much, Diksha ma'am, for introducing me. So I will start first from my PPTs. So today, am I audible, Vijay? Hello.
Oh, yes. You can continue.
Yeah. So today, the webinar is for the cybersecurity. So from my side as well, first of all, welcome all the students or the participants who are looking to jump in the cybersecurity background, or who are interested to learn the cybersecurity. So first of all, welcome everyone. My name is Koustubh Nilje. I have completed my master's in cybersecurity from United Kingdom. Today I will share some insights which you will see. So my first point is why cybersecurity matters. There is some of the statistics about the cyber attacks. For example, a cyber attack happens every 39 seconds. So in our life, we should know that when the cyber attacks are going on, what is going on in our worldwide. So this time or this time frame, like a cyber attack happens every 39 second, which is from the NIST, which is National Institute of Standards and Organization. They already mention on their platform as well. So that's why we need the cyber security in our life. So for the next part, we can see the recent hacks or the news headline: celebrity Instagram hack. uh, I use these recent hacks because we know that we nowadays most of the 70 to 80% people are using the Instagram and Facebook, and most of the people uses their social media in the free time. So recently hack in the last month, these the Javed Jafri, the Shreya Ghoshal, Swara Bhaskar, these three people are hacked by the hacker. It was the ransomware attack. The hacker was asking for the sum of the payment to release the hack. So what is the cyber security? Actually, there are lots of definition in the cyber security field. If some of the authors, you can say there are different definitions written by the authors. There are different definitions. They are written by the cybersecurity experts. So as per my view, that this is the very simple definition which you can easily understood: protecting computers, networks, and data from unauthorized access or attacks. So 99% our first priority is always data. Whichever data is present in this world, or whichever data is present in our laptop or the computers, uh, it should be it should be secured. But first of all, we need to know that each and everyone can be affected. As we are the Indian citizen, from the last 2 years the government already started. When we call someone, we can see there is one message like, if you don't click on the miscellaneous links and all, uh, don't pay to anyone, which is nothing but the unauthorized access or the attack is happening in India from the last 2 years. So I must say it's not just an tech expert. Everyone is affected. It doesn't matter if you are the technical background, if you are non-technical background. So I use here word one analogies, like use analogy, like antivirus is equal to vaccine for computers. We already faced one virus like corona 19, covid pandemic. In the covid pandemic, we see lots of people was died, and for that purpose there was the antivirus, means some of the institutes, they come up with the antivirus. Same thing is happening in the technical background as well. We should have the antivirus in our laptop, in our computers or the mobile. So next part is types of cyber attacks or the threats. There are lots of cyber attack. From that I just mentioned here only few, 6 to 7 attacks which are most widely used by the attackers. So first thing is phishing. The phishing attack is one of the uh, favorite attack by the attacker, because they are always used by the fake email or the fake website or the SMS. As we can see, when we are traveling or the using phone, we always get the message like you are approved for personal loan up to 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs, please click on the below link and you will get the sanction within 1 minute or 2 minutes. This is nothing but the attacker wants to get your all the information which you will be provided by that link. So this is nothing but the phishing attack. Also some of the emails we will get, like you will get insurance in a very cheap, like some of the websites like uh, play rummy. Now we can say most of the people are using the dream 11 and the play rummy websites. From that as well attackers can hack easily, which is nothing but the phishing attack. Second sorry, second one is the malware. Malware is the type of virus we can see a malicious software used to steal data or personal information. For example, virus, Trojan, and ransomware. So, first of all, I will tell you that malware is the specific code. In our technical field, we called as a software, which attackers install in our system, and he will get easily personal data. Also he can track our day-to-day life with the help of the computer system or the software. He steal the data and he will ask you for the payment, or he will disturb your system uh, for the entire day. For example, virus, Trojan, and ransomware. Virus is nothing but the we can say it's a worm. If worms are nothing but if we double click on that software, a specific software which is malicious, it will replicate by itself, which is nothing but if that software is installed by the other computer as well, the second computer as well get affected, which is nothing but the virus. Ransomware is nothing but if the attacker wants to hold your data, and if he wants to get some of the payment from your side, then we can say the ransomware attack is happen. Third attack, we can see the DOS, which is denial of service, and DDoS, distributed denial of service. In this attack, the attacker just attack with the terminals. He create a lots of bots, which we can say the army or the slaves, and he directly attacks to the website, which is nothing but last year Amazon and the Facebook got the crash for the 10 to 20 minutes, because some it was the DDoS attack, distributed denial of service. Fourth one is the password attack, by assuming the password. If the attacker is from the non-technical background, he always steal the information by assuming the password, like lots of permutation and combination techniques. For example, if the attacker knows your address, if the attacker knows your the mobile number, if the attacker knows your personal information, so this comes, he will try the passwords with your name, with your pet name, with your um, with your mobile number. The fifth one is the social engineering. The social engineering is the part of the phishing. which is only used to get the credentials, the credential which are we are using for the login purpose. So the attacker get the password and login ID to get the access of your PC. Next one is the Wi-Fi hacks. Most of the people are using the Wi-Fi when we are going to the airport or when we are going to the train stations. We always use the Wi-Fi instead of wasting our personal data. It happened with me as well when I was in the UK. I was using one Wi-Fi which was available in the train station, and automatically my phone got crashed. It was a little bit hack. It's a kind of hack. So when we are using the Wi-Fi, we need to be make sure that it should be we should not be click on the unauthorized access. The last one is the ransomware. All these attacks are nothing but all these attacks are nothing but to just get the information, which are the personal information. But the ransomware is nothing but encrypting data and demand for the payment. Means the attacker wants to get access of your whole data. He will hold it by using the encryption key, and he will ask you for the payment. Until and unless you will give the payment to the attacker, he will hold your data as it is. Next part is the real world example. We can see famous cyber attacks are uh, WannaCry ransomware, Facebook or Cambridge Analytica, and Indian example. I took these three example because each and everyone we are aware of the Windows system. We are all using the Facebook, and we all are know about the other. There was the lots of attack in the last year as well, but I took this personally because if everyone is using these three things. So WannaCry ransomware is happened in May 2017, which is nothing but the Windows system crash. The Windows 8 system was crashed, and the attacker was asking a payment to the Microsoft. There was one vulnerability, and it was like 2 days disturbance with the Windows 8 system. Second one is the Facebook or the Cambridge Analytica. The Cambridge Analytica is the USA based company, and that company is hacked by the attacker, and personal information is still by the attacker, and they were asking for the payment as well. And last one example is Indian example. I took this because in Jan 2018, at the time of the election as well, there was the huge breach of the Aadhaar data. Like each and every one information was stolen by attacker, and holds for at least 2 to 3 days. How to stay safe? uh, Basic cyber hygiene. So I include this slide because if we are unaware like which type of attack it is, uh, what should we do? So that's why I include this slide. There should be a strong password and 2FA. We all know that Microsoft using the two-way multiplication authentication. So strong password should be there. Strong password, like we need to use the caps. We need to use the capital letters, including small letters, as well as the special characters. Like we have, we mostly the what human being human being do. They can forget the password easily, so that's why they do one password for all of the platform. So there should be a strong password, but one password is not the same with the other password. Like if we have 4 to 5 bank accounts, there should be a different password for them. Second thing, to stay safe, like don't click unknown links. As I said, as I said, the phishing attacks are now increasing because some of the attackers are sending the emails and the SMS. And once you click on that link and once you fill the information, your all the data will be hacked. Third one is keep software updated. In our day-to-day busy life, we didn't see like our computer or our mobile or our laptop always give the pop-up like software is there is one update. You should do the update your Windows system, you should update your mobile. That's why keep software updated. Once your software is updated, if there is any loophole or the exploits or vulnerabilities, you can easily stay safe in this cyber world. Next one is use secure Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi in the airport and the train stations, if there is the Wi-Fi, someone is providing the free Wi-Fi, you should be careful while providing your password or while login in your with the use of your credentials. Don't overshare on social media. Like I give in the first slide example, most of the people are always on the Instagram. They are posting most of the things like they mostly do some of the films stories, some of their own experience. So don't overshare on the social media as well. Career opportunities in cybersecurity. So there are uh, there are different ways if you want to enter in the cybersecurity. First one is the ethical hacking, second one is associate analyst, next pen tester. There are some of the popular certification I mentioned here. CEH, which is Certified Ethical Hacker. CompTIA Security Plus means Computer Technology Industry Association. From this list, there are some more career opportunities. Like once you are entering the cybersecurity field, you will see the blue team and red team. As I was working as a associate analyst, uh, I was working as a blue team, but there are two ways. The blue team is working for to see the is there is any exploit, and red team is used to stop the attack. So associate analyst, which is nothing but security operational center. Once you are enter in this associate analyst field, you will see there are more phrases like L1 level, L2 level, L3 level. In penetration tester, which comes under the red team, their main motto is to stop the attack, or if the organization hacked by the attacker, the pen tester team should close all the should change all the password, or stop the incoming traffic which is coming from the attacker. So here I only mentioned two certifications, but there are 9 to 10 certifications you can check online as well. The salary range I mentioned here, salary range, because once you have certified ethical hacker, or the second one is CompTIA Security Plus, your salary start from the 7.5 lakh up to 60 to 80 lakh per annum. It depends on your experience, it depends on your team, in which team you are working, it depends on which tool you are working. Like out of India, most of the people in the abroad, they are using the tools like Kali Linux. They are using the tool like cyber operations for the uh, cyber operations, uh, mainly focusing on the autopsy. So if you have any question and answer, please feel free to ask. And I will share some of the certification here. Like this is the list of the cybersecurity certification. The first one is CompTIA Security. I will share this certificate in the below link as well, certification list. Second one is Certified Information System Security Professional, CF, which we call as a CISSP. Third one is CEH. Next one is Certified Information Security Manager. Fifth one is Certified Information System Auditor. Then GISC, Essential System Security Certified Practitioner, Certified Cloud Security Professional. Nowadays, we can see AWS is on the high peak. So most of the people who are working in the AWS field, they are doing this course, Certified Cloud Security Professionals. Next one is Offensive Security Certified Professional. Mostly, this certificate is done by who are working in the cybercrime branch. And next, if you have any questions, I will give you 5 to 10 minutes. Please feel free to ask. Vijay, Vijay, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, yes. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Well, Koustubh, wait. There are all related DevOps related and DevSecOps related questions. Ma'am is answering all that questions. Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Um, Vijay, you can put me on stage. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You
Hello.
can start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I was talking on mute. So, yeah, I can see there are a few questions uh, has been shared in the chat. So, first of all, coming to your question, Ashish, that how DevOps can be integrated with the security thing. Okay. So, see, like whenever we are going to do any kind of deployment or any automation, there are like DevOps is not kind of a single tool. There are multiple tools are associated with that. So here you are going to coming up with the picture of not only DevOps, you are going to follow the pictures of DevSecOps, okay, which is basically approaching the workflow in a security module, right? So in that case, we are going to use the DevSecOps, where if any kind of vulnerability, okay, or any kind of static or access thing that could be handled by this DevSecOps. So there are certain tools are available that like in the industry we used to go for. Okay, so with that you can use a checkmix, okay, or pre-modeler, automation, the testing. Okay, so there are different tools basically you can use for DevSecOps that is dedicatedly designed for integrating the security with DevOps area. Okay, so that there are some who are in the open source and there are some who are basically you need to go for the enterprise version like test, okay, or dest SCA. So there are multiple tools that you can use for cyber like for the implementing DevSecOps with DevOps thing. Okay, I hope that answer your question. uh Coming back to second question, after MFA or 2FA, what are the best practices do we need to follow in day to day life? So only implementing MFA and 2FA is not the solution while going with the implementing the security thing. There are certain other things also, like we used to do the auditing, we used to do the vulnerability check, we used to use implement the defenders. Okay, because here we are not worried about the employees, because right now if you are going to implement 2FA or MFA, so that is basically for employees, right? Like let's say I'm part of any organization, and over there when I'm going to logging in, obviously I'm going to do the MFA or 2FA, but we are worried about the people who are not part of the organization and still they are trying to access the data, right? So in that case, this MFA and 2FA is not applicable for them because they are unauthorized people who are trying to access our secure data, right? So in that case, yes, definitely MFA and 2FA is basically the internal employee, but we are trying to protect over here with the help of security or cyber security to the external or unauthorized or suspicious activities what is going to be happen, right? So yes, not only we are not restricted to MFA. Here there are multiple tools that we use to implement, like auditing policies, Defender, and some of the tool already Koustubh has covered. So that is basically going to coming up with the apart from the MFA. MFA we can think of with respective to employees or maybe the in-house people. But here we are worried about the people who are not part of your organization. And now
Can I
coming back
give the
to
answer
second,
for this one as well?
yeah, yeah, sure.
The thing is, the only people who are using the authentication are the technical background people. Those who are not from the technical background people, for those we need to tell them, like some of the people are doing the webinars for the cybersecurity awareness. So in that they are always for the non-technical background people, they always point out about the password. They are always point out about don't click any unauthorized access or unauthorized link if you don't know about it. Second thing, if you are getting call or the SMS from the entity, like a bank or the any other financial team, that's why the Indian government is doing like, don't take any call or don't give any information, any don't share any information on the these kind of platforms. Yes, Diksha ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Kaustubh. Yeah, so that's what like I we need to worry about as an external people, not on the internal one. And now coming back to second question, it's a good practice to store password and passkey. No, like if you are going with a different environment or different platform, there are different tools or services which is available for holding your keys. And generally, as a best practice, we never used to hard code the password, or maybe we never used to pass the static values for the keys and password. Like if you talk about on Azure, we have a key vault, okay, where you can store in the form of secrets and then you can utilize it from there, right? So similarly in AWS also you have a key management tool. So in each environment you have a dedicated key management resources available that you should use instead of directly storing or consuming the passwords or secrets there. That is one thing. And apart from that, like if you are logging in as an employee, okay, let's say we all are working in the same organization, and as a developer I don't want to share the credentials with individual developer, okay. So what I'll do is I'll grant the access on their ID itself, okay. So like let's say Ashish and me both are working in the same, and I'm working as an admin guy, and Ashish is working as a developer, so I'm not going to share the credentials directly with Ashish. Instead of that, I'm going to share the access over here on his ID, okay, where my access is also not going to be basically shared with the different folks in the different developer, but also multiple developer can access without sharing those credentials with each other, okay. They should be able to access the services through their login ID password, so that we refer as an enter ID authentication, okay, because all of us are part of the same organization. So on a ID level we used to give the access instead of sharing the password or storing the password in a centralized place, right? So that's how like in the industry we used to work. We don't share the credentials. Like let's say I need to log into database or VM, I don't share the credentials directly with you. Instead of that, I'll grant the access to on your ID. That comes under your RBAC. There are certain key concepts coming up on that, right? So I hope that answer your question also, Ashish. Or maybe Kaustav, if you want to add something, feel free to add also.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, one more example I want to add. Like in AWS, there is one thing, identity access management. So IAM, we can say. So in each and every organization, like management level, there are some credentials which are not shared by the higher management to the manager. Some of the credentials are not shared by a manager to the employee. So likewise, we can secure our organization with the help of the IAM technique. And nowadays, the 90% people from the organization, they are using the IAM technique. Next question, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So the next is from Salman that okay, what career would you recommend in best for cybersecurity, either red team or in GRC audit? So would you like to answer on this? Kaustav?
Yes, ma'am. Mostly, red team will be better. The GRC is nothing but you have to learn the law as well. You have to learn the legislation. What people, if any attacker hack our organization, if they want to find one of the attacker, so it will be difficult as per the rule we can't hack back them. So if you want to go, you can land on the pen test testing team is the red team, or if you want to go on the other side, which is blue team, as I said, SOC analyst.
Yeah.
uh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So Ashish, basically, people are modeling sharing the photos with GenAI like ChatGPT to create different facts. Yeah. So that's right now everybody is seeing that Ghibli effect. It's depend basically. See, obviously we are sharing our personal data or personal images, so that is not basically a secure way. But still, people are doing so. Yeah. So it's basically their personal choice. We can't comment on that. So it's completely depend, right? So yeah, but yeah, it's not secure also because we are sharing our personal data or personal images over the internet.
Actually, ma'am, the worldwide there are lots of big organizations like Google, Meta. They already have our data. As we can see that our data is already shared with lots of entities.
Yeah.
Means for example, once we are entered in our college life, like 11 or 12. Once we finish the 12, automatically we will get the call from the other entities, like you can take the admission for the diploma, you can take the admission for the graduation, so which is nothing but our data is not secure with this way. So
Mm,
the question was like Ghibli, yes, on the Ghibli platform as well, people entered, but they already entered their login with the credential password as well, which is nothing but they
mm,
already share their own things, or they are allowing their own data with the Ghibli.
yeah. Okay. So next from Salman, which course you would recommend for cybersecurity audit? So as per me, CISA or ISSCA you can go for, but maybe Koustubh is the right guy. I'm not a cybersecurity expert. So yeah.
Yeah, instead of going for directly certification, you have to learn the basic foundational course. So in the basic foundational course, you can learn about the networking. Before going to the forward, you should know about the networking, you should know about what is the router, what is switch, how these things are connected. For example, now we are doing our online webinar, so which router or which switch I'm connected, or the Diksha ma'am or everyone is connected. So yes, you have to learn first about the networking things, and then you can go for the certifications.
Mm, thank you. Next from Ashish again. After Linux, what path should I need to follow to become DevSecOps? So yeah, it's basically like, see, Linux is basically an environment, you can say, where DevOps is an entire different thing, and security we are implementing, that is also an entire different thing. Okay, so with Linux you can work, so which is fine. You have the environment or OS ready, but you are going to start with DevOps. There are certain open source tool that you should be getting started, which is basically you can focus on containers, Kubernetes, and over there also you will be using Linux. So you go for Jenkins, Ansible, and as a security tool also, like you can go for some unit testing and automation. And apart from that, checkmakers, there are other security tools also you go for. So it's not like basically DevSecOps, any course or basically any particular things you should learn. There are multiple things involved inside a DevSecOps itself, where you have development, operationals plus security things you are doing all together. Okay, so here basically we'll understand end-to-end process, how basically the deployment development is happening, and also while keeping that in mind, how the security also going to be implemented. Okay, so it's not like a day or 2 day task. It's basically an entire journey basically that you are going to follow while completing the DevSecOps. We are also planning to start session by end of April on AWS DevOps. So if you are more interested to know the detail on that, so feel free to reach out. So I'll share the complete table of content that will be planned on that under this curriculum, and then I'll share the detail for the entire DevSecOps plan. Passkey at personal level, I'm personally friendly with MS Enter ID. Yeah, like at a personal level, it's up to you. Like as I mentioned, it's individual choice how you want to configure it. And MS Enter ID is basically if you are using any Microsoft tool, okay, like Microsoft 365 you are using, or like Outlook, Teams, anything you are using. So obviously you are already consuming Microsoft Enter ID over there. Also, we have given our WhatsApp and LinkedIn URL, where we have put it down the links where you can follow us or join our community. Feel free to connect with us if you have any question or you have any query related to any course, any curriculum, or any topic also. We are happy to answer. Apart from that, like if in the future any upcoming training plans, webinars going to be there, so we are going to surely share those details also under our community channel. So feel free to join over there also. Apart from that, again, the same thing as we discussed. Uh, Koustubh, do you have anything to share? Or I have a few things to be announced.
Yes, ma'am. You can. No.
Okay. So a few things from my side only. Like here, as continuing with this journey of the webinar today, we have talked about the cybersecurity, how what are the different type of attacks and those things are there. So now again, like whatever is your key things or your key takeaway from this webinar, feel free to put it on the LinkedIn, tag us, and we'll see okay what is your key takeaway from here. And then we are surely going to get it review. Right now, we have shortlisted 3 participants who are actively contributing toward this webinar. So in that case, as we discuss, whoever is the top contributor in this entire webinar series, we will be sharing the swags from Microsoft team, as the entire webinar series is being sponsored by Microsoft, which is one thing. Second thing is basically there are 2 things you need to confirm. First thing is basically whatever is your key takeaway, and also one question that is going to be asked by Koustubh. So maybe Koustubh, you can ask a question also, so they can answer in the chat. And then maybe later on also, maybe like right now, let's say you are not able to join the live session, but you are hearing that later on from YouTube. So in that case, you can simply go ahead and then you can simply use it from there. Okay, you can put down your answer also on that. So that is also another thing where you can simply put down your answer in the comment section. We will review your answer as well as put it into the LinkedIn. Now, second thing is feel free to add the next topic on that you're interested to see, where we will be planning our next webinar again in the next weekend. So we will be trying to cover that topic over there. Okay. Okay. So all the steps links has been already shared. Kaustubh, do you have a question for today?
No, ma'am. I just want to share a roadmap. Can I share the roadmap? Like there was
Yeah, yeah,
one
sure.
question like
Yeah.
so. The answer for the person who was asking for the roadmap, like phase one, build strong IT and networking basics. Like start with the foundational knowledge. This is the backbone of the cybersecurity. Then you have to learn like which type of operating system in the real world, like Windows and Linux. Next, the networking concept. That's why I said why we need to learn the networking first. We need to understand the IP addressing. What is IP address? Next thing is DNS, domain name system. Next, the HTTP TCP IP routing. Then once you are using the Linux, you will be aware of the command line. What is command line in Linux? And in the Windows, what will be the command terminal commands will be done. Next thing to learn is virtualization. Use VirtualBox to create the virtual labs. I have just mentioned 2 tools here: Cisco Packet Tracer and VirtualBox or VMware. That means those who are from the non-technical background and they want to learn the cybersecurity, they can directly comes for these 2 tools. So next page is cybersecurity fundamentals. You have to understand the core concept in the cybersecurity field, like types of attacks. As I mentioned, some of the attacks: malware, phishing, cryptography basics, firewalls. Like each and every laptop or the desktop, they have the firewalls. What firewall do? Why we need to use the firewalls? VPN, virtual private networks. Why we are using the VPN? IDS and IPS, intrusion detection system and intrusion protection system as well. Next key topic is the social engineering and CIA. The core concept of the cybersecurity is CIA, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. CIA triad, we said. Then, if you want to do some hands-on practice, this you can check on the Try Hack Me. There is for the beginner level. Then some of the tools you can see the Wireshark, Nmap, Metasploit, and Kali Linux. So once you learn the Kali Linux, you can know the Nmap, you can know the Metasploit as well. Yes, Dikshan.
Okay. Thank you, Kaustubh. And we'll share this roadmap also with the whoever is interested on the
Yes,
session.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So as Koustubh doesn't have the question, but as a ritual, so I'll be asking the question. So you guys can feel free to answer your answer in the comment section. So from my side, I'll be questioning is like what is middleman attack, okay, and how you can prevent from there. So this is a question for this webinar, where you need to mention what is a middleman attack and how you can prevent from there. And then the second thing is all the three things, major things which you have mentioned. First thing is answer the question, what is middleman attack and how you can prevent from there. Second thing is tag us in the LinkedIn, and then what is the next topic you are interested. Okay, so feel free to share your thoughts, input also over there, and we are happy to answer. And thank you so much, Koustubh, for joining us today and sharing your insights. And we'll surely reach out to you with all the queries we are keep getting from the participant in the from the recording also. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
So thank you everyone for being part of this one. And let's meet in our next webinar session over here. Thank you.
Thank you, man.